The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. Life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Unknown. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life, it goes on. Robert Frost. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. African proverb. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Plato. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Albert Einstein. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi. The 2 most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Aristotle Onassis. Don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levinson. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Life isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. The greatest gift of life is friendship, and I have received it. Hubert H. Humphrey. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Dr. Seuss. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. Andre Gide. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Native American proverb. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Oscar Wilde. The only way out is through. Robert Frost. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Dalai Lama. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. Your time is limited, don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Charles R. Swindoll. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. William Saroyan. Everything you can imagine is real. Pablo Picasso. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Albert Schweitzer. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus.